This video has to deal with reassessing in standards-based grading. The title of our little movie is called What Does Reassessment Look Like in Standards-Based Grading? And hopefully we'll address some issues or concerns you have about reassessments.
This video was created by Julie Smith. I'm a 6th grade teacher at Solon Middle School, and this is my second year of implementing standards-based grading into my classroom.
And Ken Beck, I'm a high school chemistry teacher at Solon High School, and this is my 4th year implementing standards-based grading. So why do we reassess? This is a typical assessment done by a typical student in any classroom. The student did not perform well. In a traditional setting, this student's grade would be set in stone and they would not be able to demonstrate understanding later on. In a standards-based classroom, students are not punished for not understanding a concept as quickly as other students or by an arbitrary date set by the teacher. They should be encouraged and motivated to re-examine the concept, seek additional support, and demonstrate that they can learn it even if they didn't on the first try.
How do students reassess? Teacher needs to establish and communicate expectations of the reassessment process to students and parents.
There are several ways in which teachers can communicate how reassessments will be dealt with in their classroom. One example would be sending a letter home to families at the beginning of the school year or grading period, posting links on your classroom website, sending an email home to families, and being included in your course syllabus.
Student procedures to reassess. Students need to understand the process of reassessment. This can be done in a variety of ways. Here is an example of something given to students to tape into their notebooks. Teachers should also have their reassessment procedures posted somewhere in their classroom. This could be just written on a whiteboard or posted on a bulletin board in your room. You need to create an assessment procedure for your classroom that works for your schedule.
Once students know the procedure for reassessment in your classroom, they must take the initiative to reassess. Here is an example of a teacher's step-by-step procedure posted in the room for vocabulary. Another teacher's idea is the use of reassessment tickets. This asks students to identify mistakes and rework missed math problems on a specific skill. This sheet must be completed and turned in with the original assessment before reassessing. Finally, here's a sheet that reteaches the skill at the top and provides some practice work at the bottom. These are just a few of the many ways in which students may relearn a concept prior to reassessment.
When should reassessments take place? Teachers should have the date and time of the reassessment posted in their classroom. At the high school, there is a master Google Doc in which students can find each teacher's reassessment schedule. It is important to remember that you determine your reassessment schedule. Find a time that works for you. Some examples are before or after school, home base or seminar time, open periods, study hall, by appointment, recess, or possibly in class.
What can a reassessment look like? It may look something like the original written or a traditional assessment. It could be an alternative online assessment, such as something like Quizlet. It could simply be a student working a problem out on the board or building a model. It could also simply be a conversation between you and the student.
A few final thoughts are you need to find a system that works for you. Students need to know the reassessment schedule. Reassessment should not occur on the same day as the reteaching or help. And finally, make sure this system is communicated with students and parents. For more information, please feel free to contact us at the following email addresses listed below.